Hello everyone. Remember the fact that I'm casually dying before starting the stream? I'm good. So, today, we engage some DLC. So, we're gonna get my weapon sometime in the DLC. And it's a very unique weapon, let's say. Which is why I haven't been spending much upgrade resources for a boss weapon. I've been keeping it tight for this one weapon only. Cause this one weapon I'm gonna get, in my opinion, will absolutely shit on all of these. This one is a different matter though. If you can land the fucking strong attack counter, yeah, sure. If you can, then yeah, I'm not gonna complain. You're probably better than that, but the fuck I look like? Just so you know, here's my attempt at doing it. First thing first. Like that one. Wow, I actually got it in 2 tries. Jesus Christ, I might be more good at it than I thought. Never mind. Never mind, that was just a fluke. As you can see, like, people who can land this saying, well, I have mad respect for them because shit could not be me. Like, this could not be me in a million years. Like, I'ma be so dead ass. I could not land that consistently to save my life. I don't know if I spend this to upgrade the Master Chef Blade. I don't know, I'll see, because I know there's a lot of basic weapons. And while I'm tempted to low-key go for the Black Steel Cutter Blade, because we have ways to reset our level. Through the tree, the statue. But at the same time, I would have to dump motivity and technique all into advance, pretty much. And I don't know how I feel about that one yet. Anyway, I believe I talked to everybody here. The last thing I left is the DLC. It's a big D to the L to the C. The shit that's probably gonna make my sanity leave. Well, mostly, like, I can think of 2 bosses that are gonna be annoying as shit. I can think of 2 bosses specifically that are gonna annoy the hell out of me. As for the others, I don't know. Well, I can think of 1 mini boss that's gonna be annoying as fuck. I mean, I guess we'll probably fight him there. My ass cheeks. Now, one thing I want to try and do.
It feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere.
Is try to get my motivity and technique both to 25. But first I'm finishing my health to 25. Because this is kinda low-key important. DLC time. Yes, sir. Not one good thing in there is that we're gonna get very good armor pieces, which are gonna be pretty heavy, unfortunately, but whatever. But we're gonna get more quartz, which is gonna be nice for me because I'm gonna need it. And I'll explain some reasoning later.
Wakey, wakey. Oh, come on, pal, get up.
Snow.
I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out.
I like to do that for those particular reasons.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
Okay. You know what's more unfortunate? The fact that one of the annoying bosses, the very first boss of the DLC. So that's fun. Get your filthy ass over here, my boy. Freezing looking ass boy. I'm getting jumped. With freeze cloud on top. Nope. Attack me. You can't. Just try to avoid get the freezing status effect. It's pretty fucking annoying. How long does it take for the freeze cloud to go away? Jesus Christ. Is there any more of these motherfuckers? No. Then we can engage the bear. By the way, stupid ass bear got a grab. And that's a bullshit grab. Sit down, bitch. Sit down, you and your unyielding ground. Fuck off. His grab was low-key bullshit there, the one that he landed. The one that he landed should not have landed, by the way. Because I dodged that shit. I dodged it, officer, but the game said no. Know what? Let's put on the snowdrip. And let's put on a pair of frame. You will not catch me putting the clown nose, by the way. The most we're getting is the glasses. Because I'm not putting on the clown's fit. Just so you know. Don't even think it. Anyway. Oof. Stargazer.
What? How can it be winter all of a sudden? And where?
Cutscene. God, I'm gonna hate the zoo.
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Croc Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Yeah, sure, just don't let me parry anything because I can't even do shit. I hate those fucking dogs with a burning passion. If I had to say one enemy that is the most annoying in the entire DLC, well, they're not the one, but they're fucking high up there. There's one enemy in the DLC that I hate with a burning passion. So yeah, like this mob is annoying, but it's not the annoyingest. It's a pain in the ass for sure, but like it's not the most annoying. The only reason it's annoying is because they jump at you. And the fact that, oh, I don't know, I swing on one and he doesn't take damage. Or the fact that I can't block, apparently. Jesus Christ, get the fuck out of my face. Like, luckily there's not a lot of these dogs. At least I don't think there's a lot of them. At least not in this section. Later down the DLC, toward the very end, there's the fucking infestation of you motherfucker. Absolutely eviscerated. Holy. Get the hell out of my business, bitches. I need to check something. Oh yeah, I did get it last time. Had a brain fart on whether or not I got the perfect guard stiffness. But I did. Well, like, ain't no way they got so little posture damage. Bro, she caught the last swing of it. Yeah, remind me to why the fuck I was sleeping on this weapon again? Like, that shit is absolutely violating. The only thing that it isn't violating is the range allegation. I mean, true, it also doesn't do a lot of damage. But considering you can spam swing pretty much. Full Moonstone of the Covenant, that's gonna be perfect. Cause you need like 4, I believe, to get the entire shit going for a boss weapon. And since one of the weapon I want to use is a boss weapon, she's gonna be juicy. I can't fucking wait to get it. But unfortunately, it's quite a way in the DLC. Hello, monkey. I don't know why I say monkey like they ain't gorilla. I absolutely flexed on him there. Holy shit. Bro, that pose was not necessary. This is unnecessary, bro. Who is feeling like? Like, who is our boy feeling like here? Like, Jesus, fuck, man. Come on, rush us. I know you want to. Okay, and why does it fucking work so well? That's the better question. Bop, 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 bop. Bop. Straight violation. Yeah, okay, bullshit boy. Calm down. Like, yeah, sure, immunity to stutter or whatever the fuck you got going, or what the hell, bitch. Let's dance, big monkey boy. That was my bad. I thought I could block it. Unfortunately, my brain forgot that you can't parry your red attack. So whoopsies do, that's my bad. Whoopsie freaking do, that was indeed my fault. Anyway. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm not gonna after I'm done with this. That was just insane. Thought I managed to pack them up so efficiently. Like, damn! Efficiency times 5. Yeah, how about you pack it up and get home, bitch? Why is the 1, 2, 3 working so well? Yeah, why do they work so well on them? Holy shit. That might just be the B&B. The bread and butter of it. Cause Jesus! You can't backstab them motherfuckers? What the hell? Get poked in the nose! No, I poked them with the flat of the blade. But that is some dead ass bullshit that you can't backstab him. Don't know where she was running, but like, her brain disconnected. What the fuck? Her pathfinding was glitching the fuck out. Like, that's all I can say, considering what the hell just happened. Open your dumb cage. Unfortunately, no. Bye, bitch. Okay, why do you aggro from me from so far here? Okay. Is this our annual bullshittery enemy? Alright, bullshit mode. Sit down. Bro had no reason to aggro me from so far away. He genuinely had none. So, you know. Like, motherfucker genuinely had no reason for me to get aggroed so far away. I'm full healing? I pressed the B button, which last I checked is the dodge one. Sit down. I like this attack very much because it's so easy to dodge. That was risky. Holy shit. I'm glad it worked out in my favor. Because that would have been death. That was risky, but at the same time, very rewarding. Holy shit. We should have a Stargazer inside of memory card. Slow pull Vila. I'm a hater. I'm gonna be so for real with you here. I'm a hater with a burning passion. Simply because she's an absolute pain in the ass. That's the only thing I need to do. This, to do this, you get an emote. That's the only way you get that emote, so you're doing it. You could get some extra goodies, but like, whatever. Once I check that it ain't that deep. At least, as I remember. First I kill your dumbass friend. You okay, brother?
Madam Stalker, is it you? No, that you're the Stalker with red hair. She helped me. The bounty blinded me. My greed, my ambition, one mortal wound puts an end to it all. But I did find something. A clue. At the Savannah Experience Center. Go there if you see her. The red-haired stalker. Give her my thanks. Tell her this isn't her fault. Merely the death of a pathetic fool. Blinded by greed.
Okay. 4 hidden moonstone. At this point in the game, you shouldn't need moonstone, but whatever. I let go of the block way too early. There's an interesting weapon you can get in the DLC too. It's far from one of my favorite. Like, I like, okay, just the wall griefing me. I got griefed by the lock on there, what the fuck? I hate the lock on in this game. Like, we saw how it switched target right there. It switched my targeting mid-swing. I absolutely hate that. If they make another game, the studio that made Lie the P, that is. If they make another game like that, I hope to fucking God they fix their lock on. Because that is some insane bullshit. Their lock on is garbage. As much as I wish to say otherwise, there is no other saying. Like, there's no other thing. Their lock-on is just straight up boot. Other than the fact that they also kind of screwed up some, enemy aggression would be the right proper term, I believe. I think they make some enemy way too aggressive. Like, these guys, for example, should not be this aggressive. Like, obviously here he didn't get much aggressive because I parried his ass. But like, if you let them swing, they don't stop. And that's a problem. As well as this bullshit. Also, one thing they should probably learn to do better, but that would be picking at straws. But if I'm to be picking at straws, it would be to nerf the amount of damage mobs do. Like, there is no reason or explanation where a basic mob does a quarter of your health at base new game, meanwhile a boss does less damage. There's no feasible or logical explanation for that. Like, that is straight up something out of a fucking ROM hack. Like, there's no reason for them to do that much damage. None! And they definitely need to stop relying on enemy infestation, as in spamming the shit out of a million enemies for difficulty. Because at that point, that ain't difficulty, man. I don't know if you've realized throughout the entire playthrough, the amount of time there was... Oops, that's the wrong item. Yeah, by the way, this, if you get stuck in that corner, you're cooked. Also, one thing they definitely need to stop doing. But that is more talking about the genre in general. And like Dark Souls and any Souls game, they need to stop this. The weapon bonking on the wall. That is stupid as fuck. More so when they put it so that it literally stuns you for a short while. And then doesn't let you act. Because this makes genuinely no sense. Like, yes, it's realistic, but like, in a video game? In a video game where being able to move is the key thing. Like, having the ability to act. Like, see, if I had the ability to move, I would not have gotten hit. But I didn't because there was end lag of bonking on a wall. Like, if they want to do it, so be it. But they definitely need to make it so it's not end laggy as fuck. Like, they need to make it so there's a lot less lag whenever you bonk on a wall. Like, that's kind of my pick. But yeah, should they make another game like Lies of P or a fucking sequel for all I care? There's definitely a lot of shit they need to improve. And one of them, by default, and this is me being serious, is they don't fix the lock-on in their next game like that. Like, if they make something akin to Lies of P and they don't fix their lock-on, I'm not buying it. Like, I'm putting it with it once, not twice. Like, if you make an entire game have feedbacks and shit like that, and you're unable to fix the one major shit that is a complaint, which is a lock-on switching target at random. Because it's not even a question of settings, as the setting, which I believe is in camera, for the lock-on. If not, it's in gameplay. So I want you to know, this says will automatically change when the current target dies. And this is probably the cause, but I doubt. Like, I doubt this is a just tag direction that makes the problem. Because it's supposed to work whenever you're not locked on. Like, if we read it, it says if lock-on is not activated, it will be adjusted toward a nearby target. Which means it shouldn't switch the lock on. The problem isn't the attack direction. Trust me, that shit is fine. It's the lock on just disengaging the target. Also, yeah, these gorillas have no room to do that much damage. Like, these motherfuckers have no rhyme, reason, or logic to do that much damage. Because, technically speaking, this isn't an endgame zone. Because, technically, I'm already in the endgame. So, it's not a question of me going in there early. Thus being under-leveled and shit. No, I'm supposed to be there. Like, this is where you unlock it, where you're okay with going in it and not getting your ass whooped. The problem is that these motherfuckers do way too much damage. For no reason, mind ya. And, you know, the fact that that can happen... Like, hello, super armor on a basic mob. If it was on a boss, a mini-boss, or an elite enemy, all three of these makes fucking sense. But these guys? They're nothing. They're literally fodder enemies. They're enemies that are basic as fuck to the zone. Yet they get the supremacy of having super armor. When you have certain mini-boss that have super armor that makes sense, and then you have certain enemies that are, I guess, called the big enemies of the zone. Like the big enemies of the zone. The one that actually make a teeny bit of sense to have super armor. And I'm not talking just visual appearance. Like with their health pool and shit like that. Stuff that makes sense that they would have super armor. These guys, they have no rhyme or reason to have super armor. Especially after getting staggered from a hit. Like, you hit them. You know, you hit them, they stagger back. The thing that makes sense would be that they can't act immediately. But look at this. You see how I hit him, he staggered, and then he immediately hit? Where's the logic in that? Like, the problem that I severely need to fix, should they make another Live IP game, sequel related, or anything in the genre, they need to fix a lot of stuff. The lock-on is one thing. The enemy aggression is another. But I can live with it. But one thing that would make sense is this enemy that has super armor. This makes sense. He's a single, he doesn't respawn. Like, this motherfucker, once he's killed, he doesn't respawn. So this guy makes sense that he has super armor. But the gorillas? They respawn every time. So they have no rhyme or reason to have this armor. Please sit down, Mr. Elephant. Like, you will not see this guy respawn after resting Stargazer. Gorillas do, and they're the one with super armor? Like, that makes no sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is that they have some logic issue. Stuff that shouldn't be, but is. Is definitely something they drastically need to improve on. Other than the enemy aggression being way too high for some cases. Other than that, they also have a heavy tendence to using status effect, which is fine, I guess. But it kind of makes it feels like they ran out of ideas. Ah, yes, it's a weapon that unfortunately gets shafted by 95% of the game. It's like the devs made the DLC, made this weapon, which is extremely good, mind you. Like, it's not a bad weapon, it's a good weapon. It's just that they did not design shit around it. They make a ranged weapon, but at the same time, make it the most useless weapon in the entire game. But in this case, it's more of a circumstances. Like, it suffers from consequences. Of just devs not syncing straight. Either that or they made the weapon at the last minute. But with the attention the weapon got, compared to the other weapon, this one got a lot more attention. Because they had to code the projectile and shit like that, the way it behaved and other shit. Which means that they had to pay a lot of attention to it. Yet they did not prepare any mobs or anything that would have remotely logical use planned around. Then again, I say that, I could say the same thing about slow weapons. They make some weapons that are slow as shit, but make sure that they're basically completely pointless. Just because they did not plan the enemy aggression correctly. Like, when you really spun the circle around for both cases.
Clearly, we're still in Krog, but the zoo's still standing and intact. Is it possible that the Stargazer sent us back in time? Because I remember a day like this. A day when snow was falling on the zoo.
Honestly, yeah, the reason is the core reason to all the mistakes that they have, for the most part, is very simple. It's just them not planning enemy aggression. Like, let's be so for real here. The biggest issue the game has after the lock-on is straight up the biggest issue in the entire game. And I will die on that hill. You cannot prove me wrong because it's not possible. Is the fucking enemy aggression. Now, yes, I know this is supposed to be like Sekiro, where you have to parry and shit like that. But it doesn't help when, unlike in Sekiro, when you stagger / fill the posture gauge, they stagger back and you can immediately do the finisher. In here, you have to do a charge attack to get the stagger.
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to do? I see now how scary losing someone can be. I may not be able to cry, but I hope I can comfort others now.
But yeah, like, in all honesty, and this is not just a spitball or anything like that, if they had planned the enemy aggression accordingly, as well as the lock-on, but the lock-on I can kind of understand. Shit must be hard to code. I'm not stupid. But one thing I can 100% tell you that has no rhyme or reason to exist is the enemy aggression being that high. Or if they wanted to make it like Sekiro, where you need to parry most of the time to do shit, which is kind of the vibe it gives, but they should have made it so whenever they have the staggerable status, they stagger with just a heavy attack, not a fully charged one. Due to the fact of how long the charge attack can take. Like, this is kind of the issue between difficulty and balance. Because they want the game to be difficult, but at the same time, they were shitting on everything else. That's kind of where they landed. Instead of making the balance option, which should have made the game slightly easier. Which, yeah, maybe the difficulty do. I don't know, I'm not gonna switch the difficulty and check that. But these two modes are supposed to be the easy mode. The Legendary Stalker is supposed to be the normal mode. As far as I'm aware, when I read the difficulty option. So yeah, maybe. But I feel like that would be pushing it. See what the fuck going on? I was locking on the motherfucking walking bitch, and the lock-on just said nope. Now, I can try without the adjust attack direction, but I sure shit doubted that, considering it shouldn't have any impact on the lock-on. As it literally states, if you're not locked on. So, if it means when you're not locked on, Why would it affect when you're locked on? Now get back here, you stone butterfly. Another quartz. Perfect. But yeah, I doubt this actually impacts much of the problem with lock-on. And if it actually does impact the problem with lock-on, why the fuck is it a default option? As a matter of fact, why is it an option at all? Considering I'm assuming they tested this shit before releasing it. Slash adding it to the game. Remember how annoying I said those dogs were? Yeah. Talk about 3 of them at once. Now, I don't particularly care, but like, if you check back, like, having go back on the stream back a little, and you check how much damage a single hit took out of HP, and you tell me that makes sense. And before saying anything, I want you to consider, considering how much they attack. Yeah, that did not help it at all. The lock-on still went out of business. Also, I believe you get something for doing it at one of that bear. But I'm not sure. Ah, indeed. Apparently, yeah. Also, thing I know that it's useful to de-aggro bears. But at the same time, the bears are like super easy to parry. So I wouldn't exactly understand the point, but hey, whatever. It's an option, I guess. Not one I dislike, nor one I like. To me, it's just there. I somehow dodged that while being completely stuck. Bitch! Sit your motherfucking ass down, huh? I accidentally popped the second heal. Which was not the plan, but whatever. Should be fine. The ancient disc, I believe, or the thing you can exchange in the DLC. Also, yeah, that can happen sometime. Even the fucking dog sometimes gets super armor. Like, I can understand, in a way, that it's to prevent stun locking. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense. Because these guys, these motherfuckers here, have 0 stun lock prevention. As in, you can wail on them with a 1 damage stick with infinite stamina while you do 1 damage a punch. And they will never retaliate. Meanwhile, you have some other enemy that, you know, makes no sense to have retaliation stuff. Like, some of them just makes no sense. Yeah, that's unfucking bullshit. Unfucking dodgeable, I mind you. Cause like that tracking was straight up a whole near 180. Like bro did a fucking 90 degrees turn. If only our attack could have that much tracking, holy shit. Like if our attack could track that well, we wouldn't have a lock-on problem to begin with. Get your motherfucking ass down, though. Oh yeah, just don't let me do shit. Because that's balance. Here, that was just a prime example of over-aggressive enemy. There's aggression, and then there's bullshit aggression. I don't think I need to do you a drawing on where that one landed. Because trust me, it did not land on aggression. Yeah, just change the lock on because you fucking like it, you cheat. You fucking cheater. Sit the fuck down! This is hyper-aggressive ass bullshit. And you can't prove me wrong. Because the hard evidence are right there. Like, the problem is, you can't say I'm wrong. Because at the same time, the evidence is right there. Yeah, just don't let me move, block, or do anything. That's right. Excuse me? Did we all see the same bullshit grab? Hello? Hello, bullshit range. I need a refund on that. Like, hello? Also, yeah. You wanna know a fun fact? The fact that this was undodgeable, mind ya. When you parry one thing, you can't block or parry another enemy. Just try to picture this in your head. If you have 4 enemies as aggressive as these fucking dogs over here, and I dare you. Also, yeah, just casually switching my lock on because he wants to. Like, this game has some severe lock-on problem. It has severe lock-on problem, and at the same time, it has severe difficulty problem. Like, some enemies do too much damage, but that is something that can be excused. We're not gonna question the bullshit grab. Like, it has so much issues specifically to enemies. Yeah, sure, just hyper armor chunk a quarter of my health. Like, one thing you guys need to realize when I say chunk a quarter of my health, and this is purely factual, my health was literally a quarter filled. Shit was up a quarter. And he one-tapped that. In what universe does that make sense? Like, it's just a thing that it doesn't make sense. Now, I could rant about the problem Liza P has for a long time, mind ya. Also, yeah, the bullshit grabs are something that need to be studied by game definition. Like, by just core ideology, these need to be studied, man. Stupid fucking bear. Cause, like, it's gonna be a mini rant, but this shit needs to be addressed. The enemy aggression, way too high. Lock on, absolute garbage. Then there is what? Enemy damage, way too high. Stupid mob having super armor when they shouldn't. Small mobs that should have high aggressivity but do way too much damage. Also, I guess you can just add shitty hitboxes to the list, because what the fuck was that? Also, one thing that probably doesn't make sense, considering how the game is supposed to work. Why can't enemies just have a dodge after everything you do? Like, the dog, you saw it, he dodged twice. After just getting parried. Not even getting hit! Okay, just a kangaroo apparently ignoring damage. Like, there's so many things that are good about this game. Like, I'm not here to trash on it. It has, rightfully so, a lot of good. But at the same time, it has its rightful amount of wrong. Also, yeah, that's something that's definitely not bullshit at all. No! The fact that you have sometimes undodgeable combos. Get hit by it once, bam, you're dead. Because this shit is a 3 fucking piece combo that does fucking 75% of your health. And in case you're wondering, I have 39% absorption. I'm supposed to reduce damage by 39%. So that's basically nearly 40% less damage. So here's the thing you need to know. If that's nearly 40% done, if you eat 40% like that and you still... What was that?! I lost a quarter of health, and they then just eviscerated my health. No possibility of blocking, dodging, moving, nothing. Also, hello, Dark Knight. Like, this game, at this point, I'm genuinely wondering if some stuff has been checked out. Like, look at this shit! This ain't even balanced. And the fun fact about it is that this is supposed to be the normal difficulty. Like, this is supposed to be what is called normal. No, the thing is, that's supposed to be the base difficulty of the game. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, just ignore my block, please. Why don't you? No, it's not even a question of it being a Souls-like game being hard. You saw the bullshit aggression. You saw it. You saw that shit. And that's me having basically 40% damage reduction. I mean, regardless of you leaving, I will crash the fuck out. Yeah, just casually keep whipping out attack. Because that makes sense, right? Just no fucking stamina. At this point, I could probably still lose even by bringing out cheat engine. Like, this is how stupid that sounds. It sounds stupid to say this, but like, if you really think about it, even with cheat engine giving you a God mod, basically making you invincible, I still think the game would figure out to make you lose. Why? Because the devs did not think clearly. And I like the game. And that's me knowing full well how to play. I've beaten the game once before. And these problems are not necessarily related to me being bad at the game. Like, these problems doesn't stem from the player. They stem from the game. That was stupid of me. But yeah, when you really think about it, the problem doesn't even stem from me. It stems from the fact that the devs, and I hate to say it, I really do, are complete morons. And I really hate to say it. The devs are complete dumbasses. They want to make the game hard. Understandable. It's a Souls-like game. I get it. Yeah, sure. Call that TP at this point. Now, I'm just gonna do something purely for the sake of testing. And I don't do this often, if at all. Yeah. I'm gonna put the easiest difficulty to see if there's any change. Other than supposedly the damage. I should be receiving a shit ton less damage. Okay? In theory, they have a lot less health. Bruh, look at the damage I still take. Look at the damage I still take. What the fuck? No, like, seriously. What the fuck are they genuinely smoking out there? That is literally the easiest difficulty. And it still does a shit ton too much. The only thing it did was nerf their HP bar. Like, this is crazy when you think about it. That the only thing the easy mode did was to make them easier to kill. It didn't do anything else other than make them a fuck ton easier to kill. It made them a hell of a lot easier to kill, but the aggression didn't go down. And the damage, well, significantly lower, is outweighed by the fact that the aggression is still up. Like, this is kind of stupid to say, but like, if you're trying the game out, not to lose your sanity, that is, and that's me just being dead ass. I seriously think you're better off spamming consumable. Yeah, I said it. And I can prove that to you so fast. And it's not even funny. I'm gonna put these consumable. And I'm only gonna use them to kill the dog. And you're gonna see how ridiculously easy it is. Yeah, it's that easy with consumable. Granted, they're weak to fire. But also one thing that you need to know, you can buy consumable for the equivalent of a piece of change. As in, they cost nothing at all. Other than the fact that you can literally farm most of the consumable just by killing mobs. Yeah, that's right, you can farm consumables. Wanna know how? Just by playing the game. Yeah, also, you like that damage? Yeah. See? Enemies dropping sharp pipe. Like, you can literally farm these. You can farm them. You know. Plus you have the P organ. That can increase the amount of consumable you carry on you at all times. So yeah. If you don't want to lose your head... Yeah, also, I was holding block there. I hope you peeped the fact that I was holding block the entire time. you're better off. And I'm just saying that with a stupidly heavy heart. If you want a clear exploration, like, I'm gonna show you how stupidly easy the bow is. And it's not because it's unupgraded that it's gonna be bad. Its only use is for exploration. Obviously not against a damn stupid dog. Maybe. Okay, yeah. Did we just see that leap of faith motherfucker did across the entire map? No, I just want you all to peep the distance. Even in your wildest dream, you should not be able to cross that distance in a single attack, my boy. And I want you to note, I did this part blind the first time. I want you to try and guess how long that shit took me. And when I tell you that it took me longer than you can remotely think, I'm not joking. Here, it's only been like, what? 20 minutes just about that I'm stuck on this section? Yeah, try being stuck on the same section for 1 hour. A boss would make sense. Normal mob, that doesn't. And that ain't even anything. You have yet to see the boss. And I'm gonna say this with the most dead ass. I'm stuck, by the way. Yeah, sure, just ignore the button press. You know, that just makes total sense, right? Like, what the genuine fuck were the devs thinking? And I'm saying that 100% real. Lowering the difficulty in this game is the equivalent to shitting on the floor. Because it does nothing. Like, and that's just me being for real. I showed you how useless the difficulty change was. Shit didn't do nothing at all for the sake of difficulty. Like, this is how dumb this is. It literally did nothing for the sake of difficulty. Like, if we're comparing the normal difficulty to the easiest one, yeah, you'll realize that at this point, difficulty might just be fucking optional. Like, difficulty is optional in this game, apparently. Why? I don't know. The devs thought it would be funny to make a game with no difficulty option. Like, that's the thing. Difficulty is basically optional. Why? I don't know. As the dev's stupid brain, because I sure shit don't got the answer. Fucking die, stupid ass kangaroo. Jesus fuck. You wanna know the worst part? These ain't even the hardest mob. I know, crazy when you think about it.
No doubt about it. This is definitely Krot Zoo. I'd stake my life on it. If, you know, I was alive, anyway. This doesn't make sense. Krot Zoo burned down after the frenzy began. But this place looks fine. Well, aside from all the corpses. How is this still standing?
I don't know. How the devs thought this place was fair. Oh, hey, John. Like, at this point, I'm low-key tempted just to grab a fucking advanced weapon and just let the fucking status effect do the shit. That is how stupid this game is right now. Fortunately for me, the elephant isn't here. Well, until he just decides to do this shit. Which, oh, that's fun. Did not know that, in all honesty. In all honesty, I did not know this shit would inflict freeze on you upon popping out. Also, yeah, this shit just loves inflicting freeze on you. Bruh, what the hell? The reason I don't know its moveset is because I'm gonna be real with you. I never fought this shit fair. I always cheated. Why? I don't know. Do you see how annoying and hard this shit is? Especially after going through that entire section. I think I wanted to fight this bitch fair. Problem is I kinda need to kill it. my guard. That was poor timing. Couldn't have done much when he missed. I'm gonna try a strategy of steering clear. Whoa! Okay, no, that's bullshit. I repeat, bro, engage bullshit mode. He straight up engaged bullshit. You know, the casual I won't let you parry type shit. Because it's fun, right? The I don't give a shit about you or letting you play. And I'm just saying this, deadass. I am this close to leveling up this and reforging my stat into advance. And letting the burn take this motherfucker. Also, I want you all to peep the fact that one hit took half my health. Not taking the bullshit free damage this time around. Ow. Yeah, I just can't escape it, by the way. This shit is quite literally undodgeable, no matter which way you look at it. Because they gave this enemy just god-tier tracking. Yeah, can I move? Like, can you genuinely get your fat ass out of the way? Ah, yeah, because that's your first instinct. Bro's only move, inflicting freed like a little baby. You know what? If you want to be a bitch, I'll be a bitch. You want to be a camping asshole? Nuh-uh. That's right. I'll fucking use the cheese. I don't care if I have to use an unupgraded bow. But if you want to be a bitch, I'll be a bitch even more. Because I'm done with you and your bullshit. And why do I do this? I don't know. The fact that I don't want to pass 5 hours on this single enemy alone? No! Am I cheating it? Yes! Do I care? At the same time, absolutely not. You'd have to be pretty fucking bold to think I give a shit at that point. Like, at that point, there's only one thing I want to do. Kill it. Even if it means acting like a little bitch. Free colonoscopy, fucking asshole. Yeah, get the fuck out of my face. Forever. Absolute asshole. Now, luckily, he's the only enemy like that. Cause thank fuck. And I'm gonna be so for real with you. Cause when I say this, I don't mean this shit with a grain of salt. I mean this so straight. He is probably worse than the final boss. I know, that's crazy to believe. The final boss is easier than this shit. Where's the big snowball? Come on. Can I move? Can I move? Hello? Die, please. Holy shit. Like, fuck you. The hell is this weapon doing in? Well, it's a weapon I could use. Oh, it's this. Okay, this has a projectile, apparently. Well, check that one. Some of the Teller Stargazer. At the very fucking bottom lane. Stupid rock. Yeah, can we peep the fact that the hitbox of this weapon being bad here? Literally just missed. At point blank. I know, that's crazy to think. A point blank hit, somehow missing. Sounds stupid, but unfortunately, that's the reality. Things that shouldn't make sense are here. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to stop them.
Alchemists? What are they doing here?
I'll take the alchemist any day compared to the bullshit animal. Compared to the bullshit animals that we have and normal enemies, I'll take it.
There must have been a fight. But this much blood. Someone is dying or dead.
Well, now that I have access to Stargazer, let's check out some of the new stuff we got, shall we? At Hotel Crowd, because I need to go back. Let's check out the Lorandi Bolt. And I never checked this weapon out, I'm just genuinely now realizing. I never actually tested that weapon. Because at this point, I'm genuinely considering something like the bow. A fucking mean usable item. Oh, the Ergo. Well, I could totally upgrade the bow. It's very case specific. I believe this has a running R2 that is funny. Yeah. Shit is funny, but like it's not definitely not useful. Now, is it useful? I want to check something. This doesn't stun. So, not really worth it, I'd say. Not really worth it right now, I'm gonna be impatient. Do I do it? Well, first thing first, there's something I need to do. Now, while I usually use Icarus, because this thing is just absolutely broken for exploration, and that is me on anything, much rather Cataclysm. I guess I'll get rid of the Flamberge. Do I do it? I don't know, because if I do at the same time, the weapon I want to use, I wouldn't be able to use it because of the stat needed. Reset a Legion arm. I'm keeping the Aegis as my backup. I don't care about that one in particular. Nah, I'll keep it. I'll keep my stat. On the other hand, I might need a more range. Cause this weapon is great and all, but like it's not really the best. Could use this. Let me check how it would compete. I don't know. The charge R2 is pretty slow, but then again, so is the weapon. For now, I guess I'll just keep that. I'll rid myself of the Aegis. Temporarily throw the Cataclysm. I have some quartz, so I'm gonna use that on P. Orion. Now I know you get something that supposedly upgrade your shit in the DLC. Like it upgrades some of the sub stuff in the P. Orion. But like, meh. I want the link dodge. Okay. I guess I'll use these here for now. That would be useful to have the heal. Always charge attack stamina consumption is great and all, but like on inactive, charge legion on enemy, but I have little legion, so it's not worth it. Increase the recovery of durability, I guess. I might get the staggerable window. I don't know. So far, not really anything to change weapon-wise. Let's see, what weapon could I use? I don't really know. Oh god. We're arriving at one of those spots where I wish I wasn't. Because I do not want to deal with them. These motherfucker. I guess I'm just... And somebody needs some projectile to eat his ass off. Yeet! Or you can just ignore the fact that I'm trying to throw shit at him. Aimbot, hello? Let's see, what else can I eat at his ass? Don't know if I have a range for it, but I do! Well, I'm gonna need some other shit for later. Because there's another one. Yeah, why wouldn't there be another one, eh? I guess throwing cells will do. This asshole that I can't snipe from here because of the fucking safety rail, I guess. I wouldn't call that a safety rail, but it is what it is. I mean, would I call it that? No, but it's supposed to be on, so. Can you guys stop having super armor? Please, for the love of chaos? Up to the side we go. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Bruh, excuse me, what? Can I see shit? I can't see shit! Like, I swear to God, I can't see shit! And of course his ass respawn. Because why wouldn't they make the monkey respawn? You know, funny. Have they ever heard of pissing off with their monkey? fucking monkey. Jesus fuck. Yeah, let's pretend like the lock-on was supposed to work. Apparently, that's how it's called. It's like let's suppose it works for a second. That would be nice, no, wouldn't it? You know what would be even better? The ability to see. Because while wanting to make good level design, forgot one thing. Visibility. He lost an arm. In his life. You repair the bow as well. Like at this point, I like to have the bow on me just to aggro from afar. Nearly died to him. Through the tree? No. Piss off, Mr. Kangaroo. Okay. Now, the last of the annoying ass monkey. I should not have to deal with them anymore. Unless I do some goofy ass shit. I don't believe this leads to anything. Technically, this leads you to the chest. which is completely useless. I'm gonna be so for real with you. The broken cutting and piercing may sound good on paper, but the only thing it really does, whenever you apply it, is, as the name entail, increases said damage time. I win. In your stupid little shit. Okay. This should open a shortcut, which I'll graciously take, because this is the mini boss I'm not looking forward to. Remember how I said at the start of the DLC there's two bosses that are annoying as fuck? This one is one of them. So, to its credit, it's not the boss that is hard. It's the dev's stupidity that makes it hard. And you will understand what I say once you see the actual boss. It's not the boss's fault, per se. This is two, so regardless, I'm better off keeping my shit. I mean, each fire, regardless, it's the only one I have. So, you'll understand why I say this ain't the boss' fault. But, like, the dev's stupidity's fault. This will make a lot of sense in just a second. Say hello to Big Boy! I don't know if you saw the problem, but I'd say it's pretty fucking obvious. The arena is way too goddamn small. Now, granted, this would have been the easiest fix in video game history. By that I mean either shrunk the crocodile or enlarge the arena. Simple as that. This would have been the easiest fix in video game history. As it doesn't need that much of a fix. Like, the boss is fine. Sure, I played like a doofus here, but that's a different story. Between me playing dumb and the boss. But yeah, this boss is annoying, but not for the right reason. Like, he's annoying due to circumstances of the dev's sheer lack of brain cells. And it's the first boss of the DLC. So he was thought up way early in development. I like this boss, despite the fact that I can't see shit. And it's not even reasonably the boss itself. I like the boss because he is simple. Like, he is simple in principle. It's not that hard, it's not that extensive. It's just simple. It's a parry until you can stagger ball. It's a very simple-minded boss, and I like it. Like, it doesn't have any fancy gimmick. Nor does it need to have fancy gimmick. Like, sure, I died, but I like the boss because he is simple. You know, he's simple. It's a parry till you can stagger. It's a sort of just battle of attrition that I like. Unfortunately, the arena makes it a pain in the ass. And that's unfortunate, because the boss is greater than that. It's a battle of attrition style boss. It's like, how long can you focus and parry? he missed. I got thrown off by the attack he did because I'd never seen it before. Because granted, I had a bit more stronger hitting weapon when I did it. Plus, I also low-key cheesed it with the fire. Like, yeah, low-key cheese the motherfucker, but... Because at first I didn't understand how it worked. But after beating it and, well, watching videos online, obviously... The boss isn't necessarily hard. He's just a matter of rinse, repeat. The only thing that's annoying about him is his grab, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a matter of, can you block perfectly? And I like it. I'm all for it. Now, am I good at it? No. But unlike for some bosses, like the King of Puppet, or the Green Swamp Thing, or, you know, the Corrupted Parade Master and other bosses like that, it's kind of refreshing. It's not hard, it's not long. It's not something that comes back, it doesn't overstay its welcome. The only unfortunate thing about it is that you can't see shit. And then it has the most bullshit grab of all. And that's a fact. Whoops. Now, if you're good at, like, the Twin Dragon Sword, and you time your shit perfectly with it, first things first, big up to you, my boy, because you're better than me. But one thing that is very good about it, and that, as you saw, its moves aren't exactly hard to tell. Well, they're hard to tell because of the arena, not because of the boss itself. Like, that's kind of the only problem I have to say about this boss. Surprisingly, he's one of the bosses that does the okay amount of damage. Like, surprisingly, he's one of the mobs that does a decent amount of damage. I doubt I can get the fucking stagger because I was on the wrong side, but... Shit, I somehow got it. Yeah, surprisingly, it's the simplest boss in the game by far. Mechanically, it's very simple. Like, I get the feel that we're going for the boss. I can't move, by the way. I'm literally inside the goddamn crocodile. That's the only reason I couldn't get the stagger off. Like, I'm gonna be fucking straight with you all. Boom. He's one of the only bosses I see myself no-hitting.
Is that how big they normally get? Anyway, that was a huge takedown, buddy. Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
It's like one of the only boss I actually see myself being able to no-hit. And that's crazy to say considering it's coming from me.
My eternal master, Markiana, you cannot be my master.
Bitch, who do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are to order me? Well, I'm gonna end this from here because this zone, the Botanic Garden, the greenhouse per se, is super long. Like, this shit is so long. It's not even funny. It's not particularly hard. It's just long. And it's probably home to one of the most annoying boss in the entire game. Because, let me tell you something. This is chapter 1 of the DLC. There is 5 of them. Of chapter, that is. Chapter 2 is a joke of a boss. Chapter 3 is annoying because he's tanky as fuck, but he's not necessarily hard. Chapter 4 is a joke. It's like, that boss is dead ass a joke. Chapter 5 is more cinematic than hard, in my opinion. Unless I'm misremembering them, which isn't impossible. But yeah, and like, technically, Chapter 1 of the DLC is the most annoying one, in my opinion. The crocodile, because of the arena. And this one, well, let's just say you'll see next time. Alright? I'm gonna keep it a buck secret. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I'll see you guys next week.